Welcome back, ladies, to Behind the Scenes with Christy. As always, make sure the face is moisturized and that we are using an eye primer. So first, we like to use a base coat, which will be my white color, and putting it all over the lid. Then I am going in with this orangey nude peach color to be our transition color in the crease, since we will be doing a cut crease today, hence the tape that's on her lid. Then we will be going in with this purple undertone brown and using a smaller fluffy brush to blend in the transition color. Make sure you blend in completely. Next, I am going with my limited edition Lorac Mega 3 Pro palette. This is such an awesome palette. It has 32 shades, 16 are shimmer, 16 are matte. So I'm going in with the color Bark on her crease and making the outline all around it, making sure that we are smudging that out completely. Then I'm going in with the fluffy brush and buffering out all the colors that we put on her crease, just to make sure that they blend out nice and evenly. Next, what we are doing is we're removing the tape just to see that it looks nice and clean and you have a really sharp line. She's acting like I heard it with the tape. So just make sure that looks nice and clean. And next we are going in with this brush and I put concealer on it just to clear out all the smokiness that may have fallen on the lid, because we are going to be going in with the glittery color next. Next, I will be going in with my Urban Decay palette. I am using the two shimmery colors called Midnight Rodeo and Midnight Cowgirl and mixing those both and putting them on her lid. Make sure you disperse the color evenly all over her lid and then you follow the line just to make sure that everything is nice and smooth. Next, I am going to use the NYX Roll-On Shimmer in the color Almond just because I want the glitter to pop more. Look at that sparkle. So you disperse that all over the lid, just going on top of the glitter that you already used. This is one of my favorite shimmers. If you really want a very exaggerated glitter but subtle look to your eye, this is the way to go. Now with the makeup remover, I am just going to clean under her eyes to get rid of all the fallout that we used. Next, I will be using my favorite gel liner by Bobbi Brown and just building it up on her lid, making sure that the wing is nice and arched with the cut crease that we made from earlier. I am using an angled brush. Since this is a bolder look, I'm going in with my Physicians Formula eyeliner just to go over that black line, just to make sure that it's nice and thick. Going on the other side and doing the exact same thing. I will be applying falsies for this look, but first I'm going to curl her lashes with this Estee Lauder Sumptuous Infinite Mascara in the color black, and just making sure that I get all of that coat of mascara so that the lashes go on nice and evenly. Now the part that I always forget to record, lashes. Doesn't even matter because my hand is blocking the whole process. I'm just kidding. So what I like to use is tweezers to put on lashes, only because it will get them precisely on the lash and very close so that it doesn't look unnatural. And then I like to go in with my finger and make sure that they're nice and on there evenly. Going on the other side, showing you again, I am putting on with the tweezers and just making sure that the lines are lined up nicely with her natural lash line to make sure that it looks nice and natural. And then just going in with my fingers and just making sure that they're nice and connected evenly, making sure that she can see. Then I am going on top again with that Estee Lauder mascara just to coat everything so that when she opens her eyes, it doesn't look like there's something on top of her eye. Next, we are going to go to face. Since we did do a cut crease and there was going to be a lot of fallout, I left the face for the next step. So what we're going to do here is get a concealer brush and go in with the Laura Mercier Secret Camouflage Concealer. It's actually a dual palette concealer. One side has a red undertone concealer because that's good for covering dark circles, and then the other side has the actual skin tone color so that you can put on top of the redness. Just an FYI, I will be listing the products used in the video because I am just throwing names out there throughout the video, so if you're not catching these names, just look under the video. I will list all the products used. Now I'm going in with my Mary Kay foundation in the color Ivory 7, and I will be dabbing this all over her face. And then I'm going to go in with a flat top brush and stippling it into the skin. When you stipple it into the skin, it just gives it a natural effect to your complexion so it doesn't look so cakey. Notice that the tone of this foundation is a little lighter for her skin tone, but since I will be contouring, all the colors will end up blending nice and evenly. Only when you contour is when you can get away with wearing a lighter foundation. Next, I will be going in with my favorite HD Pro Concealer from LA Girl Cosmetics in the color Beautiful Bronze, and just outlining her cheekbones where the shadows will be hitting on her face if she were to take pictures, and just outlining that, then going on top around her temple and her forehead, and then going also down the bridge of her nose. On her jawline, don't forget the jawline. So this is just a little demo of how she looks when her contour is fully placed on her face. Next, I'm going with Laura Mercier translucent powder just to start baking, letting that set in while I blend the rest of it out. I'm using a beauty blender to put that translucent powder under her eyelids. Then I'm going in with a separate beauty blender, making sure that it's nice and damp, and I am blending that all over just to start making that shadow. As you see, it's starting to color in her foundation. No, it doesn't look as white. So blend, 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 especially for these concealers. One thing about the LA Girl Pro Concealer is that it dries very fast, so you have to be very fast when you work with this concealer because you will notice it's a little bit harder to blend it out, but it is doable. Next, I'm going with my Lorac Pro Contour Palette, And just using the medium shade to contour her face. I am also using the Lorac Pro contour brush that came with this palette, and just outlining around where we use that cream contour. And as you can see, her skin is actually getting a little bit darker, and we're getting all these shadows in there, going in on the jawline, and just making sure that everything is nice and blended evenly. Then I'm going in with my Real Techniques powder brush and going in with banana powder and just taking off the baking that we did do from earlier and just taking it all off of her face. Next, we are going to go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dipbrow in the color dark brown. I am using this angled two-sided brush set, and I'm just going to go on her natural arch and just outlining all that and make sure that it's nice and bold, not too unnatural looking, of course. Just making sure that we are outlining the arches very nice and evenly and making sure that it looks very natural. Next, I am going in with the dark brown and I'm going to smoke under her eyes. And then I'm going in with the NYX eyeliner in the color brown and going on her waterline and just making sure that that's nice and full. And after that waterline color, I am going to go in with a black eyeshadow just to smudge out the bottom line and just making sure that it looks nice and smoky. And then I'm going in with, again, with that Estee Lauder mascara just to make sure that all the lashes on the bottom are actually nice and coated. Next, I will be going in with the Kylie Jenner lip gloss in the color Literally. And with the lip liner by MAC and the lipstick by MAC. Don't mind Dina, that's just typical Dina in the background. So first, as we are doing a lip combo, I am going to outline her lips with this MAC liner and just making sure that we are getting the full lip to give her more of a thicker look, you could say, fuller lip look. Then I'm going in with the MAC lipstick. As I said, I will name the color below in the products to use section on the bio. And then lastly, just to make sure it stands out, in the middle of her lips, I will be putting the Literally lip gloss by Kylie Jenner, just to make sure that they look fuller with the colors that we already used. And the last step of today's look is highlight. I am going in with the Becca color Opal on her cheekbones and on the bridge of her nose. And that's it, ladies. Cut crease look with a full glam done. Please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.
I love this song. I didn't know nothing, I was stupid, I was foolish, I was lying to myself. I can't tell you the truth about my disguise. I can't trust no one. You still like who I call. I told them don't go.